All right, guys, today I'm going to be talking about conversion rate optimization for high-ticket e-commerce. My name is Trevor with Ecommerce Paradise. Been doing high-ticket dropshipping for like 20 years, and I love conversion rate optimization because generally speaking, you can spend a ton of money on traffic to get to your website, but if you're not optimized to get conversions and you don't get those sales, you're just not going to make any kind of a business. So let's get into it. So the first thing you need to do is download our niche research guide, free niche research and niches list that is for high ticket dropshipping. So you have some idea on all the different types of items you can sell, and you can go do tons of research and find suppliers and all that stuff. ecommerceparadise.com/niches. All right, so let's get into it. So we're going to be going over a few things here: header and trust, home page, category pages, product pages, cart and checkout, and the AOV, which means average order value, and post sale. All right, number one, the header. You need header and trust signals. Your header is the first impression. You get these right before everything else. Number one, a professional logo. Rectangular shape. You can hire a Fiverr designer for 10 to 20 bucks, or you can just use ChatGPT to design it, but it's kind of hit or miss. Rectangle keeps the header slim, and try not to do it yourself unless you're using the AI to do it. Just make sure it's shorter and wider. Make a separate logo for social media, like that's square. All right, next, search bar with expanded functionality. Use a Shopify search app. Shoptimize theme has excellent built-in search, as well as the Superstore theme and the Empire theme, but also the Shopify search apps that make it so that people are typing things in, it automatically shows up results. Because people who search buy at higher rates, and if they can easily find stuff on your store, then they're definitely going to buy from you more often, okay, and stay on your site. Because if they can't find something, they usually just click out to a better site. All right, next, use a tool like Trusted Site or a Buy Safe badge. These days, Trusted Site is kind of the number one place to go. It's an app that you can install. You can put it in the header, you can put it in the footer, you can put it on your product page, collections page, cart page, checkout page, all that stuff. It's basically going to show secure checkout and identity theft protection. That's the main thing that you're trying to do is risk reversal. You want to make sure that people don't feel like they're taking a risk buying stuff on your website. And by providing them some sort of a guarantee, in a sense. And that's what they do. They send the customer an email after the purchase, and it lets them sign up to get that guarantee. So if anything happens, if their credit card was hijacked, or something, they'll cover it. But yeah, put it in your header, put it in your product pages, put it in the cart, put it in the footer. All right, next, for high ticket especially, you got to have a phone number, and you got to put it in the header. You got to put it in the footer. You got to put it on the product page. Every page in your website should have your phone number clearly displayed, easy to find. Because customers will call you, especially for high-ticket products. So oftentimes people that buy high-ticket products are older people that like to use the phone. And they have a longer sales process. People need to ask questions about it and stuff like that. Nowadays with AI, it's really cool. You can have AI chatbots. You can have AI virtual receptionists. So, technology is expanding really fast. We're starting to dive into it right now. I'm assuming by the end of the year, next year, it'll be like fully automated and easy to set up for AI, where AI is really good and answers the calls and takes basic questions about stuff and can probably even take sales over the phone. And it's going to get better after that. So AI is getting really good. But yeah, if you just, take the phone call yourself, it's always best because people love to talk to the owner of a business, especially a small business. Oftentimes they'll deal with a small business rather than a bigger business just because they know they can talk to somebody who has an idea about the product line and is the owner of the business. Yeah, make your phone number clickable as well. It's really easy to do that. You just add a little link, TEL : and then the phone number. That's the link that you add to the phone number on the website. And that just makes it clickable. So someone using their phone can tap the phone number and then it'll automatically call on their phone. CRO is our recommended phone number line company, QUO, and you can sign up for them, ecommerceparadise.com/QUO, and get a free trial. It's a 24/7 AI receptionist coverage. They have it built in and it'll train on your website and all that stuff. So that's our go-to right now. We'll see how things change in the future, but QUO is definitely a recommendation. All right, next is a mega menu with product photos. Name categories and your subcategories, and you might even consider adding brands and model series and things like that. Depends on your niche. But having separate brands by brand, separate menus by brand, type, model group, all that stuff makes a big difference. The Shoptimize theme, for example, shows product photos inside the menu dropdowns, which is really cool. Superstore theme and Empire theme also do that, and the Flex theme does too. So go check those out. ecommerceparadise.com/superstore theme and ecommerceparadise.com/pixel union. That's kind of our recommended source for the best themes. All right, and the next thing is a full footer navigation. So make sure that in your footer, you link to every page. your about, contact, coupons, financing, brands, reviews, privacy policy, returns policy, warranty policy, shipping policy, terms and conditions, your account or the customer's account, and your blog. And then also you can link to your product categories as well, and any free resources like lead generators that you have, as well as having like an email opt-in. And then in the footer, make sure that you put your full business information, so your phone number, business name, address, email address, and anything else that's relevant, as well as some payment icons. All right, so that's really important, guys. Next, homepage CRO. Move visitors towards a category or a product within seconds of arriving. It's really a key thing. You got to put the best selling products at the top of the page before the fold. Customers should know what the most popular thing is on your website before they even have to scroll. So usually right in the menu, they know the most popular menu. It's the first one that shows up. And they know that the most popular products are the ones being advertised on the homepage banner. And it's going to take them right to the product page, or right to like the model series page or the brand page of that particular brand. All right. So make sure that that banner also advertises some sort of a sale or a promotion or seasonal offer with a coupon code. It's just a really great way to make sure that people have a coupon that they can put into checkout right away. And if they're already like at the bottom of the funnel, just ready to buy, looking for the best place to buy from, that's going to hopefully close a sale. It's going to be a % off, dollar off, category specific deals, product specific deals. Really depends on your competition. So look at your competition, see what they're doing, and make a better offer, right? All right. Now, category blocks with images are really important because it's going to show that you know what you're selling, and it's clear that like this is what your site is all about. Okay, photos with links to every product category. Let visitors start browsing immediately and keep it visual. Helps to keep things really visual, not just the words. All right. And then putting your best sellers right there, like in a carousel, is a really good idea because especially for smaller sites, people know exactly what the best sellers are and the most popular. They're more gravitated towards those, okay? List them and don't let it distract from the category browsing, but definitely keep it there, okay? Now, below the fold, definitely put a store review strip, like a carousel of reviews. Oftentimes, a third-party provider is the best way to do this, but just a built-in reviews app is great as well. Either JudgeMe or Yotpo, or you can use Shopper Approved, you can use Trustpilot, but any kind of social proof immediately below the hero is really helpful. And also a USP block. USP stands for Unique Selling Proposition. It's free shipping, usually low price guarantee, authorized dealer, easy returns, secure checkout, fast shipping, all these kinds of things should be listed out. You see that on a lot of sites. And then email capture and exit intent pop-up should always be built into every site. You can do that with OmniSend. I recommend OmniSend. You can sign up for a free trial at ecommerceparadise.com/OmniSend. Footer sign up is important, but definitely have a pop-up that shows up when people arrive to your website, and then another pop-up when people exit. And that's just really non-negotiable. You got to have those pop-ups, capture the email, make sure you're offering them some reason to sign up, like a discount. Usually it's a discount code. And then you're going to capture their email, send them a series of emails, and get them to come back to your site. Okay, so follow-up is key with sales. All right, next is blog posts in your footer. You really need to make buyer's guides and best, X for Y and review and, brand versus brand articles, how-to articles, Q&A articles, all that kind of stuff. Put those blog posts into your footer. Make sure that they're on your site and easily found, because people will dive into your content and decide what they want through their content. And if you guys are just getting started with this and you really want to learn more, go to ecommerceparadise.com/mini course to get my free 8 video mini course. All right, next is the category page conversion rate optimization. Help visitors find what they want fast and give Google a reason to rank you, all right? The left-hand filter sidebar is really important. It takes some time to set up. You got to go through all of your products and assign tags, but filter for type, type, price, color, model, brand, and kit group. Use a Shopify search app to enable this. Sometimes, the Search and Eyes is a really good app. Filtered visitors are much closer to buying, all right? So people that are looking through your site, especially if a lot of brands and a lot of products, it's great to set up these sidebar filters. It's going to help them to find what they're looking for, especially for more top of the funnel, middle of the funnel traffic, people that are like kind of shopping around, figuring out what they want still. Next is a buyer's guide at the bottom. In your collections, you can have content, and you should. You can put it at the top, you can put it at the bottom, but definitely have some kind of a guide explaining the types, features, and what to look for. and put it below the product grid so browsers can find it after scrolling through page one. All right, that's usually the best way to do it, because when someone first lands on a page and they see a bunch of content, they're going to wonder if they're on the right page or not. So you want to show them products right away, maybe a short little bit at the top, but have a full buyer's guide at the bottom with lots of internal links to other subcategories and top selling products. All right, next is star ratings on product cards. This can be done through any internal reviews app, Judge Me, Yopo, that kind of thing, but you got to do it. Show the ratings on every product in the grid on the collection page. Visitors scan before clicking. Visible ratings increase click through to product pages, so just keep that in mind. It's going to really help. All right, next is the kit and bundle groups. If you sell kits, and a lot of niches like are very kittable niches, like solar kits, for example, you got to put these certain things together. You got generators with the solar panels, that kind of stuff. You got to list kits and kit types in the sidebar. High ticket buyers want a complete setup, so make it easy to find and kit things together. It takes a lot more work, but it's definitely worth it because people will stay on your site if it's easy to put things together in a bundle. All right, next is SEO content on the category pages. Google ranks pages with real content. Your buyer's guide doubles as SEO copy, so one piece content, two payoffs. So make sure that buyer's guide is also very optimized for SEO, which means that it's targeting the right keywords, has internal links to the other subcategories and the blog pages, maybe your homepage, other, relevant blog posts, that kind of stuff. It's going to help. Another SEO hack is to take your category pages, your keywords, plug them back into a tool like KW Finder, and then find other relevant, like similar keywords that mean kind of the same thing, and make separate category pages for those with the same products on them. Google will oftentimes, rank those for that particular keyword higher than they rank your other page. So that's just one hack to get some more traffic. Product photos in the mega menu. This is a feature that's included in a lot of themes, and just make sure that it's turned on because it's going to really help people to visually see what they're searching for, basically automatically in the mega menu. So, and they want to see that. Visitors love seeing pictures. All right, guys. So if you are going through all this and you're still wondering, where to find suppliers, and you don't know like all the suppliers you could possibly get, we have an entire supplier directory, thousands of vetted high-ticket suppliers. Go check it out. It's a spreadsheet you can download for free at ecommerceparadise.com/suppliers. All right, next, the product page conversion optimization. This is really, really important because a lot of times people, when they first start out, they're going to build a very simple website, and then they're going to just start running Google Shopping ads or Bing Shopping ads. And of course, those go straight to the product page. They don't go to collection pages. They don't go to the homepage. They get dropped right on the product page. So you really got to put most of your effort into optimizing the product page. This is where your store wins or loses. Every element below drives conversions. So the sales copy formula is pretty simple. First, you want to hook, a bold question to grab attention. Second, you want to build interest, features and benefits, immediate and lifestyle. And you want to include pictures with every single feature that you list. Multimedia, like photos for every feature, and a sales video is really important if it makes sense to have an installation or assembly video as well, and review videos too. Too many videos though can slow your page down. So keep track, maybe just one or two at the most. Offer stack. Now you can do this, and it's a cool marketing trick, but you list every free item that comes with the product with a dollar value, and then say that it's included. All right, kind of a cool little thing. And then a close. Tell them exactly what to do next, and tell them why buying from you is the best thing. Have an FAQ section. Make it really optimized for SEO. Okay. Above the call to action, you got to have the sale price and a compare at price, the MSRP. Having something on sale is always going to look better than having it not on sale. The only time you can't do that is if the manufacturer doesn't allow it. All right. Sometimes they don't. So if you find that you've done that and the manufacturer comes and says, hey, we don't actually have an MSRP and we don't allow it to be put on, then you got to take it off. But it's always going to look better. It's always going to help close sales if you have a sale price. Usually you just set it like 20, 30% or something like that. Don't let the compare at price be too high because then it looks kind of unrealistic. A little bit misleading, okay? But basically, automatically, a lot of themes do this. They cross out the MSRP and they show the savings amount bigger and bolder and maybe in a different color like red or something like that. So it really stands out. And then you can put a financing widget directly below the price. And on top of that, multiple financing providers is even a better idea because if you have at least two financing widgets, then you can have multiple options because oftentimes different financing providers will have different amounts of financing that they're going to offer. So like one will have a better deal than the other, and the person's probably going to go for that one. Like every single Shopify store that goes for Shopify payments automatically gets set up with ShopPay financing, but often ShopPay financing is not that great. So, get set up with Affirm, Afterpay, Klarna, those providers, they often have better offers. All right. And so, the higher ticket your niche, the more financing providers need to come up with because people need financing for these products. It's really important. And the messaging app will automatically add an app embed into your theme, and then you can add it right into there. So you can do it yourself oftentimes. And with Shopify AI, if you don't know how to do it, it'll help you do it. All right, next is a USP checklist. This is really good. Just make sure you're covering the most important things that people want to know before they place an order into cart, a product into cart. If it's free shipping, if you have a low price guarantee, if you do price matching, if you're an authorized dealer and they get the actual warranty included, if you have a secure checkout, and any sales tax, if you charge sales tax, basically like that. Next is a secure checkout badge. Usually it just goes right under the add to cart, but it's like trusted site, buy safe, or just like a guaranteed secure checkout badge. There's a lot of those available online. A lot of themes come with them. It just reduces checkout anxiety. Next is below the description. You want to make sure in every product page that you include policy tabs like the shipping policy, the returns policy, your price match guarantee, your about us, or like why buy from us, financing, coupons, all collapsible. That kind of stuff is really, really useful because people are going to be looking for that, okay? And if you don't have a policy tabs app, you can add one. If your theme doesn't have it, you can add a policy tabs app. And worst case, you can just add it into your product descriptions. All right, next is internal links at the bottom. Collection pages, buyer's guides, FAQ, returns policy related products. They keep visitors on your site. Now, one thing to keep in mind though is you don't want to distract people. So I always get rid of that carousel at the bottom that says like related products or like you might also be interested in because that's very distracting. People are there to buy that particular product. Don't distract them and let them go to the pages of your site. Keep them on that page and get them to buy. Adding a second add to cart button or a go back to the top to buy button at the bottom is a good idea too. Also, a Q&A app is really good. People often use this. It's built into Judge Me, and it's an upgradable feature. And you can put a button next to the Add to Cart button too. Oftentimes, people they don't want to call; they just want to like ask a question right there, and then you'll reply by email. But yeah, basically a Q&A app. Right? People ask by email, you respond. It shows publicly, so every question gets answered, gets added to the page, and you can take every single question and add it into the product description later. It's just to cover that for future reference. It's kind of improve your description over time. Next is the reviews section. Definitely curate reviews from your supplier to start and use an app like Shopper Approved, Trustpilot, or built-in Yotpo or Judge Me for ongoing real reviews after each order. You can set up automatic emails to go out to customers as soon as they receive the product to leave a review, and you should set up multiple emails to incentivize them to leave those reviews, offer them a gift card. If you do a picture or a video, offer them more. That kind of stuff works really well. All right, guys, and don't forget to get our free niches list at ecommerceparadox.com/niches. Next is reviews, our Q&A and pricing strategy. It's really important. This stuff is really going to help. So social proof and smart pricing are two of the highest leverage CRM moves on your store. Shopper Approved for instant reviews. Shopper Approved is really cool because it asks for a store review right after the purchase, not weeks later. 1 review per order average, 100 orders equals 100 reviews, shows badges everywhere. And it's a third-party review site, so it looks really good. Oftentimes the reviews will be like, well, I haven't gotten the product yet, so we'll see. But if you had a great, checkout process, made it really easy for them, they usually leave a positive review, and that looks really good. Just the number of reviews overall helps. So you can go to ecommerceparadise.com/shopper reviewed if Shopper Approved if you're interested in that. Next is curated initial reviews from the suppliers. Request real product reviews from your supplier when you first launch. You should be able to also just find them right on their website if they sell direct. Reword them if needed, but usually just copy and paste. And never copy competitor store reviews. It's plagiarism, okay? And you can get DMCA claims from Shopify, so don't do that. But if your supplier also has product images from customers, you can definitely copy and put those on your website. And I highly recommend doing that. Map pricing and shipping as a variant. Stay at map for competitive and pricing. If margin doesn't cover shipping, add shipping as a product variant. Don't raise competitors below map. So this is tough because sometimes it's very difficult to compete if you have high shipping costs and your margin gets completely eaten by free shipping and your competitors still sell at free shipping. So one of the things people do is they charge shipping and checkout kind of as a surprise thing. One thing I've seen it's sort of sketchy is charging tax and checkout instead of shipping, but making it like the same amount, not actually having to pay the tax. But the best thing to do is just add a variant, a shipping variant. Oftentimes it'll just be like, shipping option. It'll be shipped to the West Coast, shipped to the East Coast, shipped to, whatever it happens to be, wherever the supplier happens to be. You got to talk to the supplier, get the, average flat rate shipping fee if they have it, or just like average how much it costs to ship stuff and just charge that for your customer. Or just see what your competitor is charging them, and go from there. But you got to try to figure out some kind of middle ground on what to charge for shipping, because it's very expensive to charge exact shipping costs, and quite almost impossible if you don't have the products on your hand, on hand to do it. But you'll have to do that. And shipping as a variant works pretty well. All right, next is the Q&A app on every page. I already went over that. But basically, just make sure you're updating your page whenever you get one of those. The compare at the savings amount is really good. Another thing you can do with the pricing is you can actually make it say the percentage that they're getting off and the amount that they're saving. And you can translate that into the cart page. So if you check your theme and it's not doing the same thing on the product page as it's doing in cart page, make sure that you have a developer help you set that up. So make sure that it shows the same kind of pricing in the cart as it does on the product page. It'll really help convert. And then having multiple financing providers, again, it's just a great idea. It's going to really help you close those sales. So guys, if this is all new to you and you're really trying to get this stuff figured out, go get my free book. It's a almost 1,000-page PDF on high ticket dropshipping. It has a whole conversion optimization section. It's at ecommerceparadise.com/beginner guide. So go check that out. It's completely free. All right, next is the cart page and checkout. CRO and the cart page and checkout are super important. I kind of see the cart page as an accelerator page. If anything, it should just be more establishing trust, give them a reason to buy from you as opposed to your competitor, and just like to accelerate that movement. So give them more reasons to do. It's basically a bridge page. Use it to build confidence and add value. Okay. Let's see some of those things we can do to improve it. So basically, a lot of people, the mistake they make is that they don't send people to cart page after they add to click. Do the add to cart click. It opens like a slider, and the problem is you can't really optimize those sliders very well. So send them to cart page after you click add to cart. Works a lot better. Offer a coupon right there in cart page, and make sure that it shows that it's expiring soon. Reinforce trust with store reviews. Show your return policy, shipping speed, contact details, secure checkout badge. Make sure there's an FAQ section there. Have some order bump upgrades, protection plan, extended warranty, white glove delivery, and maybe some add-on accessories, things like that. Show all the payment options in there as well: credit card, PayPal, finance providers, all clearly visible. All right, and then checkout and retargeting. So let's talk about this. Shopify one-page checkout is the best way to go. Used to be 3 pages, now they offer 1 page, so make sure you always choose that. Discount code is now clearly on the panel. There's no more confusion, it's not hidden, so it's easy for people to find where to put the discount code. One free shipping option is really good. If you have multiple options, you can always put like expedited processing or something like $30 to $50 extra, but only if that supplier can actually ship out fast. People are often going to ask you to refund that if your supplier doesn't ship it. But yeah, credit card, PayPal, financing, every payment processing offer that you can put in there, it's good. Abandoned cart retargeting is really important, so make sure everything's set up for that, and connected to see people that land on your checkout page and put their information then leave. OmniSend does this. And you can also set up all your retargeting pixels and stuff like that, so that you can run retargeting ads and bid really high on those. And make sure you have an email sequence, obviously. With OmniSend, you can do that really easy. Ecommerceparadise.com/OmniSend for a free trial. But yeah, remind, reassure, and close across at least 3 automated emails after cart abandonment. Up to 7 to 10 is actually better. But make sure that you hit them within the first hour, first 24 hours, and first 72 hours, and even more. And again, get that free mini course at ecommerceparadise.com/mini course. All right, next, let's raise the average order value and optimize post-sale. This is one of the best ways to do about it. And I also just realized I forgot to mention that offering free gifts in the product page is a great way to get conversions. And having just a free gift or free gift package is going to set you apart from your competitors. So don't forget about free gifts. But also, along with that, you can add extended warranties. You can add accessory add-ons. You can have like customization features. You can do kind of a pimp my product section. You can have like a frequently bought together section. All that stuff really helps. So extended warranty upsells. You can sign up for extended warranty providers. Just check the Shopify App Store. CPS is one of them. Extend is another app that does it. Extended warranties are great. White glove delivery add-ons, you have to check with the supplier and see if they do it or work with a third party, but that's a great way to do it. Value stack with dollar amounts. So again, that like value stack we were talking about earlier with the offers, list every free thing with a dollar value: shipping, support, delivery, notice. Your 1K product becomes 11K in total. Offer, it's a great way to go. And order bump checkouts. Order bump checkouts are really cool because that's going to get people to add on certain things to their order that are lower cost than your original product. So you get $1,000 product and they have like a $50 or $80 order bump option, maybe up to $100, $200. That makes sense. Then adding that on the product page and the cart page is a really good idea. And also you can do this stuff post-purchase too in the email sequences. And then your thank you page upsells. So after the purchase, on the thank you page, you can offer them more accessories and more matching products, even affiliate offers. So lots of stuff you can do there. All right, and the golden CRO rules really are one business model per store, okay? Don't try to start mixing high ticket with AliExpress, print on demand, affiliate marketing, separate Shopify stores, okay? Test one change at a time. One change, wait 2 to 3 days, measure. If you change 5 things at once, you'll never know what worked and something might totally mess up your store and you won't even know what messed up your store, okay? Content builds trust. Best of buyer guides, pull organic traffic in and pre-sell visitors before they reach your product page. And you can put content on every page of your website, and you should be. Compare your listings weekly. Check competitors' product pages constantly. Note everything they do and don't that you don't do, and add the gaps. And there's apps that'll automatically update you if your competitors change their pricing too. And another thing too is a lot of suppliers oftentimes run these sales that are like limited time sales. And maybe for like a week or two, they'll have like a lower dealer price and a lower MAP price, and you'll have to update your own catalog. So just try to find a way to automate that. All right. Use AI or something. Every call equals a product page update. So every question you get from a customer call or email is a gap. Answer it on the page immediately every time. And again, if you guys are looking for a list of suppliers, we got a great free offer for you. ecommerceparadise.com/suppliers. Go check that out. All right, are you ready to build a high converting store? Start here for free, guys. Get your free niches list at ecommerceparadise.com/niches. Your free beginner's guide book at ecommerceparadise.com/beginner's guide. Free mini course, ecommerceparadise.com/mini course, and free supplier directory at ecommerceparadise.com/suppliers. If you want a step-by-step over the shoulder course that shows you how to build and scale one of these stores, go check out the Masterclass, ecommerceparadise.com/masterclass. And if you want us to do the work for you, we have a done for you service, ecommerceparadise.com/DFY or /turnkey. It's called our turnkey business in a box service, where we do everything for you from building it, launching it, scaling it, and doing the ads and everything. All right, if you are just looking for some private coaching over the phone or over like a Google Meet or something like that, I'm available for that. ecommerceparadise.com/coaching. And I also do Google Shopping Ad Management and SEO for e-commerce. So go check out those if you want help with your Google ads or setting them up or managing them. ecommerceparadise.com/ads, ecommerceparadise.com/SEO. And some of our, all of our recommended resources you can find at ecommerceparadise.com/resources. We have a whole list of them, all the different all the different Shopify themes, all the different like Trust, Signal apps, the phone, Shopify. ecommerceparadise.com/Shopify gets you a free trial of that. SEMrush for SEO. There's just tons of stuff there. And guys, if you're listening to this on the podcast, go subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you're watching on the YouTube channel, go subscribe to the podcast. It's on all major platforms. And if you have any questions, comment below and send me an email, Trevor@ecommerceparadise.com. I'm happy to connect and collaborate as well as help you to build a high-ticket dropshipping business. Take care. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day.